Good morning. This week I had a dinner with a good friend of mine, someone I've not known a huge amount of time, but we forged a really good relationship, and we were talking about just entrepreneurship and building business and talking about life, personal and professional. And he had asked me a lot about just my entrepreneurship journey so far and how it's all been going and panning out. And I said, what a ride it's been, right? We launched the business really with a focus on talent development, and then we transitioned into a bit more of a focus around placement. And now here we are really with a focus on building predictable client acquisition systems for organizations, for growth companies that have got desire and appetite to grow and to evolve and to really solve for top of funnel activity so that they can really focus on accelerating deals and moving deals along the funnel. And he wanted to know a bit more about why we had changed and why we had evolved the business. And really, this is the third iteration or evolution. And I was really reflecting on this a lot, because what I noticed was that the first two versions of the business, I had really come out of being in corporate world for over a decade feeling like, well, I had gone through a number of challenges, pain points. One, I just solve for those things, and surely that's what the market is going to want and need from me. And we absolutely had success with both versions of the business initially, but I found that both in terms of fulfillment, it wasn't quite there for me, and two, in terms of the potential we could have as a business, there was more to be had. And the bit that I realized I wasn't doing was I wasn't speaking to enough prospects or customers to understand, well, what does the market actually want and what does the market actually need? And it was only when I started actually getting out there and having as many conversations as I could with founders, co-founders and sales leaders, and I would just listen. I'd really just have discovery calls with no set perspective on how can I help or what do I offer, but it would be about saying, well, what challenges are you having? What problems can I solve for you? What can I take off of your plate? And one of the most consistent things that was coming up was demand generation, pipeline, top of funnel, need more qualified leads. And so I started documenting this. I was writing down all of the core themes, and this was coming up time and time and time again. And then I realized, well, what have I always had the most success with? It's building predictable demand generation systems. It's being able to solve for top of funnel so that organizations can just focus on middle and bottom of the funnel. So why am I not serving the market with what the market needs? And we just had a great conversation about it, and that's where it all clicked for me. And I wanted to put this out to any other sales leaders or founders or even salespeople that are listening to this to say, always stay connected with your customer. Always stay very, very close and enter time with your customer and what they want and what they need and what they're looking for and what problems and challenges and pain points you can solve for them. And be truly, truly curious. Just lean in and listen, because it's incredible what can sometimes come from that. When organizations get bigger, sometimes that disconnect with the customer, that gulf becomes wider and wider. And so you become less acutely aware. You lose touch with what it is that the market wants from you, what it is that the market needs from you. When that's absolutely everything. Really, your successes and your failures are dictated by your ability to solve for problems, challenges, and pain points in the market. And so wherever you are as a business right now, just take the time to reconnect with your customers. Go and speak to 5, 10 of them this week and say, how can I be helpful? What's on your plate? What's on your mind? What can I solve for you? And I can assure you that you'll learn something new. You'll pick up on something that you maybe hadn't thought about. If you've got any attrition risks or churn risks, you'll significantly reduce them because of that connective tissue. And as an organization grows and evolves, this is a message that can sometimes get diluted. So just view this video as a bit of a refresher to get close to your customers, seek to hear them out, understand what they're looking for, dive into your market, and then be the person that can solve for what your market needs. And I can assure you that will help you to scale, reduce churn, and put you in a position where you can scale responsibly over time. I hope this video has been helpful in some way. Do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll see you on the next one.